All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and dive right into my NFL predictions. As you can see, I am a Patriots fan, so might turn some of you off, but hey, it is what it is. I grew up a Patriots fan, even though I'm from Oklahoma. All of my family is a bunch of Dallas Cowboys fans, and they they all tried to convert me into a Dallas Cowboy fan, and it didn't work, as you can see. I kind of rebelled, and this was kind of one of my ways of doing it. They don't like the Patriots, and I just found a team that they hated, and I ended up loving and liking. So I've stuck with them. I've had a great ride with them, great Super Bowls, championships, everything. It's just been a heck of a ride, and I've loved watching them ever since I was a little kid. So they've just been my team. I grew with them. So that's gonna be my first team that I do my prediction video for. So they had a decent year last year with Mac Jones at quarterback. It was his first year as a rookie. Um, they did a lot better than what a lot of us thought they were going to do. I mean, they've made the playoffs. They had a decent defense. It's just the run game defense was not good. So that was a big weakness. And then the fact that Josh Allen just absolutely tore them apart in the playoffs. And the game before that, in the regular season, he tore them apart both times. I mean, that man was on a mission, and we just couldn't stop him. Um, but yeah, I think that New England has a good chance of having a decent year this year. I mean, it's gonna be weird without Josh McDaniels there calling the offense since he's now the head coach in Las Vegas. But I mean, I don't know. I didn't really understand the whole dynamic where Belichick and oh gosh, what's his name, Joe Judge and Patricia are all supposed to be sharing duties of calling plays. I didn't really like that, but all I can do is hope for the best at this point. So let's go ahead and dive right into this. First game is away at Miami, the Dolphins. This is a game we've always have struggled in. I mean, this has honestly been New England's kryptonite. I don't know what it is about going and playing Miami, the Dolphins at their stadium, but for whatever reason, the Patriots cannot win this game. Doesn't matter how good New England is and how bad Miami has been. They cannot win in Miami. But I think that this is the year that they break that curse, though, because Miami has a new coach has taken over. And if I'm right, I think Belichick has a good record against first-year head coaches. And I think he can continue that streak into this game. And honestly, I think even with what's his name, Tyreek Hill going there, I think that I don't know if this is going to be true or not. He could be a prima donna and try to take all the attention and put it towards himself. And I think that's going to be something that Miami is going to have a growing pain with him. We'll have to see if he grows out of it or not, but I think that's something that is going to be another distraction for them that they don't need. And I think New England finds a way to win. I mean, it could be a second field goal. It doesn't matter. I think they just find a way to win this game. And I had them losing it at first, but I just went back and forth, and I thought, you know what? I think they can do it this time. I think this is the year. Sorry, I'm having a hard time talking. Next game is away at the Steelers. This is a really tough stretch of games right here. The Steelers are having decided who they're having at quarterback. If I'm right, I think it's Kenny Pickett at this point. So that's a rookie quarterback. That doesn't bode well for them because Belichick is really good about beating rookie quarterbacks. I mean, he chews them up and spits them right back out. So even though this is away at Pittsburgh, this is going to be a really ground and pound game. Both defenses are going to shine, I think, but I think Kenny Pickett makes a few mistakes and he gives New England good field position, and I think they're able to win the game. But all right, starting off at 2-0. Next game is at home against the Ravens. The Ravens are going to be very good this year. They had a lot of injuries last year, was the reason why they didn't do as good as they were going to. The injuries just mounted up for them, so the season did not end the way that they wanted. So, but I think Baltimore is going to be an extremely good team this year. They're going to have a really good defense, and the last time we played Lamar when he was at 100%, he absolutely destroyed New England. So I think that Lamar comes in with Baltimore, and I think they beat the Patriots in at Foxborough. So I think this is their first loss of the season. Next game is away at Lambeau Field against the Packers. This is another game where I was indecisive for a while, but I just it's away at Lambeau Field, and Aaron Rodgers has beaten New England has beaten them a few times, but this is one I've had a really tough time choosing because he's lost some of his targets. Devontae Adams is not there anymore. Obviously, we know all that. But even with all that being said, I think Aaron Rodgers is still too good, and I think he wins at home. I think he gives New England their second loss. All right, next game is home against the Lions. The Lions are going to be improved this year, but I don't think they're going to be improved enough to win this game, though. New England's at home. I think that they open this game up with old-style New England way, and I think they win the game pretty handily. Next game is away at the Browns. Originally, I had this as a loss, but with everything that's happened with Deshaun Watson and being suspended, he's not going to be there for this one, and I don't even know who's supposed to be quarterback for them at this point. So, and I think the Browns are just such a dysfunctional organization, especially now. It's just shown. Oh gosh, I don't even want to get into that. But I think New England wins this game. I think this could be an easy win for them, but you never know. Next game is home against the Bears. The Bears are not a good team. They have a new head coach. They have a second-year quarterback and Justin Fields. He hasn't really shown me anything to where he's going to be an elite quarterback yet. So I think New England wins this game as well. And it's at home, so I think this might be an easy win for them. All right, next game is way at the Jets. The Jets are... People have said they're supposed to be improved this year. I mean, they made some good moves, but is it enough to beat New England and compete for the division? I just don't think so. I think New England wins this game as well. The Jets just, until they show me something where they've improved, I just don't think they're going to beat New England. All right, next game is home against the Colts. The Colts beat New England last year in Indianapolis. I mean, they did a really good job running the ball, and they really exposed New England's weakness in their run defense. And with this game being at home, even at New England, Matt Ryan's the quarterback now. Oh, excuse me. I think that's an improvement over Carson Wentz. A big improvement, honestly. And Julio Jones is there. I think that Matt Ryan gets his revenge game, avenges the losses he's stacked up against New England, and I think he gets his win here. I think they upset New England and Foxborough. All right, we have the bye week, and we play the Jets again at home this time. I think you beat the Jets twice. You just sweep them. The Jets, once again, aren't showing me anything just yet, so we'll see. But I think that right now I have them winning that game. Next game is away at the Vikings. The Vikings are going to be a good team this year, I think. They're going to be an under-radar team. They have the offensive coordinator, or was he the offensive coordinator from the Rams? I can't remember. But he's the head coach now, and he's going to bring that philosophy and that playbook there. Vikings are going to have a good offense. So I think Mac Jones does everything he can in this game to try to win it, but I just don't think it's enough, and I think the Vikings get the win here. I think they beat the Patriots. It's away at the Vikings, so it's going to be a very tough game. Next game is home against the Bills. The Bills is going to be a tough game. We have to play them twice as usual in the division. We split with them last year, and I think that it's very likely that happens again this year. I think that at home, I think that we do enough on defense and offense to just barely squeak out a win here. I think we beat the Bills and upset them. I think the Bills are going to be one of the best teams this year, so this is going to be a very tough ask, but I think we barely get the win. Next game is away at the Cardinals. I think we beat the Cardinals in this one just because I don't have faith in Cliff Kingsbury. So usually at this time he falls off a cliff with the team, and this is probably what's going to happen again. So I think we beat the Cardinals. Next game is away against the Raiders in Las Vegas. This is a big game. It's gonna be a prime time game. The Raiders are going to be a very good team this year with Josh McDaniels calling the plays as the head coach. They have a lot of weapons. Devontae Adams is there now. Josh Jacobs is running back. Derek Carr quarterback. It's going to be a very explosive offense, and I think New England loses this game as well. This is going to be a very tough game, and I got that feeling they're going to lose this one. Next game is home against the Super Bowl champ runner-ups, the Bengals. Joe Burrow is going to be a very tough challenge for anyone to beat, especially when he's extremely accurate. He's a very good quarterback. He's going to be an elite quarterback. He's very up on the rise, and I'm very high on him. So I think that New England loses this game as well. That's back-to-back losses against two really good opponents, and I just got that feeling we're going to lose to them too. Next game is home against the Dolphins. I think New England sweeps the Dolphins as well. Coming in at this point, the Dolphins are not going to be as good as they thought they were, I think, and reality has kicked in, and I think New England beats them again and sweeps them in the series. Last game is away at the Bills. At this point, the Bills are going to be laser focused. They want to make sure that they win the division, and I think they do. I think the Bills get their win against New England and beat them and give New England their only division loss. At this point, I think the Bills have beaten the Dolphins and the Jets twice, and I think that they are just primed up to win the division at this point. They split, but I think the Bills are going to have the best overall record, and I think they win the division and win this game. So, I've got the Patriots finishing 10-7 in the regular season. I think they have a really good shot at making a wild card playoff spot like they did last year, but it's a really tough schedule this year, guys. Some of these games I went back and forth on, but it could go either way. But I mean, I have a lot of people saying that they're going to have a losing record this year. Man, that's very possible. They have a very tough schedule this year. A lot of playoff teams from last year on the schedule. So, all right, let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a good night.